Hello, Battleborn. This is your Gumbo. Today we have another loadout for you. This is for any sniper, really. I'm chosen Marquis mainly because he's so small, but you could do this with Toby. Technically, you could do this with Thorn. Well, but Thorn doesn't have a shield, but it's okay. Basically, this is a sit still and do nothing player who would, if you just want to camp somewhere and you just want to do a lot of damage and you don't really want to be anywhere close to the action, Marquis plus this loadout would be pretty fun. So, first one is the Hemsworth Sparkleshield. The Hemsworth Sparkleshield stacks attack damage for every 6 seconds that you remain at full shield. Okay, so in other words, don't get hit. If you get hit, it starts over. Okay, which is bad because 5 stacks, 6 seconds, that's 30 seconds. So you have to be 30 seconds to get maxed out on that attack damage. But, it's okay, it's nice. It's got that buildable cost, which helps once you have extra cash. If you have extra cash, having 3 legendaries. Anyways, the second one is Symbiotic Guantlet, which does attack damage and then attack damage full health. If you're not getting hit in your shields, or you don't want to, you probably have full health as well. But in the event that you get attacked, you have maximum health there that helps a little bit to scuttle away. Orbital Tracking Spike. This is different. This is for the stationary player, which it's so hard to do in PvP, especially any melee character or whatnot, because you gain the attack speed while you're stationary. So you'd have to stand there and get the attack speed. Otherwise, while you're moving, you don't get it. So we're going to go ahead and... should we activate those? I should just activate them. Let me go ahead and do some damage here beforehand. I wanted to make sure that we had... oops. Let's not lose our shield buff here. I want to make sure that we had enough time to get our shield buff. Wait a second. Ouch, that hurt her. These guys are going to tag my shield. Someone tag my shield. So I gotta stand still to get that bonus. Oh, here they go. That means I got out of here. Out of here, I have a slow. That'll help. I guess they pushed back while I was talking. Let's clear these guys out. Oh. Yeah, they're pushing pretty hard. That's okay, then. You're gonna die, and then we'll have lots of res time, so we'll have plenty of time to get our shields back and all that stuff. Okay. So you really want to go at maximum range. So I'm up here really close to show you. Maximum range, even a stray bullet is going to hurt you. Okay? So other than the backfield, where are some places to snipe? Okay? Now we're at level 10 here, so this is also a nice little trick. We can actually do wall hacks with this, which is nice. Who's this? Oh. Okay. Knock him back into the AoE. It slows him. He should be quite slowed. Oh! Someone blasted me. Oh, there you go. That was the Hawkeye. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on because it's really hard to see numbers when you're that far range anyways. I was going to show you a few sniper perches, but they're pushing pretty hard. So I'm going to show you some of the sniper perches in the first tier backfield. Oh, good. I'll be able to show you both. Okay, so they took our sentry, so I'll show you our home base. This is the last line of defense first. With this loadout, you end up being a pretty good pusher, so we'll do the last line of defense, which is our home base first. Then you'll go to our first line of defense, which is where the sentry just died out, and then we'll all go all the way to, each series up as to where are some good sniper perches. So that's an added bonus. This is echelon, okay. In echelon we have a lot of open range. What's nice about Marquis that's not so noticeable with Toby is that he can actually see a lot further before it gets fuzzy. Okay. I don't know if that's just a character turnout, whatever. But as for perches, there's a health regen right here. You can lay in here if people are at the stairwell, okay? This is always a nice little perch, okay, because you can go down that stairwell. People tend to tuck it around the corner. Anything that's hitting the sentry will be hit. You'll be able to line of sight it. In other words, you can protect your sentry directly, right, by being over his shoulder. Okay, this is an obvious one where you're just straight gate. Okay, you can be on this side box and go up that stairwell. See that stairwell? That's all really nice. Where was another one? You can, if you really want to, you can just stay down range right in this little tunnel. Okay, so there's another one. If you're backing up far enough, they won't even know you're there because they'll see this archway. They won't even know where the bolts are coming from. Okay, that's kind of the whole point for sniping is remain so hidden they don't even know where you are. Okay, let me see. Second range. Let's go ahead and these guys are. Let's get these guys. Missed them all. That was terrible. They all scattered at the very last second. Should use it now. Let's try and keep that attack buff up. We definitely want to do that. How are we going to get by this guy? Oh, he's going to tag us on the attack buff. Attack speed buff. That's fine. That was the only reason why I didn't want to hit him. I wanted to make sure he was shooting something else. Look at that! Look at that attack speed. That's crazy. Nice Shepherd. He's after somebody. Now, Marquis has a really fast attack rate. Look at that, 125, 157. I mean, don't be afraid to use his regular attack at a higher level. He shoots pretty fast and hits pretty hard. Right? It's not embarrassing. Let's just put it that way. The nice thing about being ranged is that you can lay down some fire. The hard part about being ranged is that when you do lay down fire, oftentimes these guys miss before they get to you, right? So look, 324. That's a regular hit. Let's see if we can get a crit. Nice, 972. Okay, so 972 crit on that that elite mob. It's not bad. Also, here's another little thing. If you're down in this range, people don't know this, aren't noticing the side shots. Looks like Benedict's there. If I can get a good angle on him. Oh, he's down. And then also being in their backfield is a nice little option. If you're actually behind their backfield and you cleared out their first turret, most people don't even know that you're there. Because an offensive marquee is pretty hard to find. Usually these guys, you usually tend to play. I get it. Tend to play defensively so that you don't get hit. Well, here I am. As soon as I stop, I get that attack speed. If I'm moving, I don't. Oh, see, and I'll clear out that second turret. Look at that nice damage. Nice damage. Doesn't know I'm here. So I can get a crit. No. 427. That's nice for Einswines. Get this thing down. And I definitely put Einswines on that 2-attack hit. I'm doing some sort of latency. I thought I hit that guy, but oh well. Oh well. It'll be a lot better when I don't have a recording on. That's usually the case. I see someone coming. I drop that slow. That's why I have the increased timeline on that. We shall turn around. Oh no! Oh well, she's dead. The kill's worth it. That's okay. We'll be at full shield soon enough. But at least you're seeing some of the snipe points. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being at this range and coming in and sniping from behind. This is kind of nice if you think about it, because most people don't. I mean, they just don't think you're aggressive. Most people just don't go for the aggressor, being the sniper. You can put that slowdown. An owl. He's got to pursue. He's got to slow. Here's another little owl. Another little slow. Yeah, lost the pursuit. So I keep that attack damage up. Oh, that's why. Nah, I took some damage. I probably will have to take some damage with these guys, so let's go ahead and burn them down real fast. Fastest thrall takedowns ever. Nice. Here's this. Okay. No problem with the Wrath. Come at you straight. These are bots after all, so it's not like I'm stressed here. Okay, so let me see. What else do we need to learn about this? Okay, so you see the attack speed. I mean, that's some serious fast attack speed. That's once you get this gear up, just find a spot to snipe and pop 1, 2. I mean, that's great. Let me see. What else can I show? Oh yeah. More sniping purchase. Okay, so you've already noticed that the shield stuff, so I don't really have to care about the shield every 6 seconds taking damage. I just want to let you know that in case you did have a good a team, you could let them push and you could really stay back. I mean, look at that. Because of the sniper fire, suppressing fire, these guys are able to seriously push. Okay, so third round. Obviously, staying on the stairs is kind of nice. You can actually hit the sentry. I don't know if you know that. You can hit the sentry. Or you can actually kill the sentry. And let's just do that anyways. Nice. There it goes. Okay, so as we've learned here, this is sniper fire. You just sit still and shoot. You can do some big numbers. This is I'll go through the items a little bit. Let me jump out into the gear, and so we can talk about what we might want to swap out with this loadout. I had some switches that I might have wanted to do. Specifically, when we're looking at are you going to do damage or attack speed? There's a little difference between Marquis and Toby, right? So the Hemsworth Sparkleshield is, I think, a risky item for a sniper. Like, you really have to know you're not going to get hit, or that buff, that third buff, is all, you know, that doesn't happen. And it's a shield recharge, so it's not like which is useful if you know you're going to get hit. So it's counterintuitive. The first part is we're going to recover your shields when you get hit. And the second part is don't get hit at all. So you don't. It's a conflict of motivations, I think, with that gear piece. So I would probably want to swap that out with something. I mean, you could do reload if you wanted to, right? You could last magazine prevent the target shields from charging. That's always nice with some shield pen, right? You could have some regen, obviously. I was even thinking if you wanted to give him health, you could give him the vampiric vestment, and also it adds attack damage as a secondary. And then as you kill those major enemies, especially Thrall, you get more health. So you would actually be a sniper with a heck of a lot of health. Because if you think about it, if you swap that in there, you're getting shield from Orbital Tracking Spike, health from Symbiotic Gauntlet, health and another health from vampiric vestment. That's 280 plus 280 once it's full. Now, it goes away when you die, but 280 plus 280, 210, and then 98. I mean, you're a super sniper at that point. You really are. I mean, just beefy, like if it's like Toby. So if you get Pendles on a Toby, he's not going to take you out. You could double hug him down, and I mean, you just don't have to worry about it too much if you have that much health as a sniper, right? And yet you still have the attack damage, and attack speed, right? So So another thing is, if you wanted to swap out the Orbital Tracking Spike, there's several options here. We could always go with the the Stolen Edge of Arkvanor, because this is yet another favorite. Mainly because these stacks do not fall off, okay? Once the attack speed lands with these criticals, they actually stay on for, I think, for a while. I've not seen them fall off. So those stacks stay, and so that attack speed stays even though you're moving around. It gives you mobility, right? With the Orbital Tracking Spike, you lose the attack speed as soon as you move, right? This one gives you a little bit of gives the attack speed, and it stays even while you're in motion, which is usually most time of the game, especially if you're being pursued and chased, right? Or Tunnel of the Hawk, that's more of an airborne one, and Zealous Fury is more of a melee one. Except this also, I did an earlier video, and it couldn't tell if these stacks drop off. I don't think they do. I think the Zealous Fury stacks also stay on, which this one might be a nice one, even better if you're really good with crits, because the crit damage bonus, that's really, really spectacular, plus crit damage, right? Attack speed. But if you're not worried about attack speed and you just simply want to do more and more damage, we might want to roll all the way down here to some of the crit bonuses, like the Vigilant Power Scouter. Okay, the Power Scouter is nice because if you're going for crits, this will do the bonus crit damage. Again, more health. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that loadout. Health, damage, health, damage. I mean, what else do you need? Health and damage, and some more critical, which does more damage. But the thing is that attack damage happens after your next crit. So if you're really good at landing those crits, like a Marquis or a Sniper, or you just happen to have a Banebot. Oh, if you have an aimbot, you can just not play this game. Okay, anyways. But if you are good at landing crits, if you're playing this in PvE and you just hit crits all the time, this is a wonderful, wonderful damage build. Okay, Vampiric Vestments comes from the Generate loot pack. Symbiotic Gauntlets, I believe it's from the Sentinel. One of the runs in the Sentinel. Vigilant Power Screw. Again, I'll have to put the links in the description. I can't remember exactly where these are. But these are fairly easy items to find. Well, the Vampiric Vestment's harder because it's completely RNG. Like, you don't know what's going to happen in the loot pack. But these two guys, I believe they come from running running your PvE modes, the story mode. Okay, so at least you can farm those, or if there's a Lootpocalypse day, you have a better chance of getting those drops. This one's completely random, so it's just Generate loot pack. Best thing you can do there is run an op as a Generate, get 100 points on it, and then it drops a Commander loot pack, and that Commander loot pack has an improved chance to drop a legendary Generate gear piece, as well as the Generate specific gear pieces. So just thought I'd point that out. Okay, so there's other things. I mean, those things to swap out. The other thing to swap out. I mean, gosh, it's so hard to know when you're a sniper. Is this one right? Sorry, not this one. It is this one right here, the Stable Executioner. This is really, really nice. The Stable Executioner, if you're shooting a lot, or if you've ever seen it proc before, doing an extra bonus 50% damage on your regular shots every now and then is really nice. Okay, now I would consider swapping that with the Power Scouter, Vigilant Power Scouter, only because if you're having a hard time getting crits and you're always going for body shots, at least the Stable Executioner is like a 6.5% chance for a crit, right? Okay, it's the same thing. I mean, a critical damage against a person is 50% bonus damage, but at least you can shoot at the body and get that crit chance, okay? So if you're not really good at crits, or you're just shooting down range and you're not really aiming, okay, you can't guarantee a crit, like a Toby or something like that, it's this big ball of plasma, a railgun firing down the lane. You just hope you're hitting everything, right? The Stable Executioner is actually quite nice because it has a chance to do that much more damage on body hits. It doesn't have to be a crit. So if you're Marquis, you might like the crit. If you're a Toby, you might like the Stable Executioner, and then you have a really, really interesting build. Right? You lose the health. The recoil's not useful for Toby whatsoever. The CC's it's there. It's not really helpful, but that 50% chance to basically 6.5% crit chance. if you play against like a 6.5% crit chance on normal attacks. It's just passive, so it's always there. You shoot, if you, especially with Toby, if you shoot, if you have a penetrating shot down on, sure, save it. If you have a penetrating shot down on his helix, I believe it's, I want to say it's 7 or 8. Right down in here, 7 or 8. No, yeah, 7. Okay, in 7, heart piercing, a fully charged railgun shoots penetrates enemies. So, if you're penetrating an enemy, that body hit, now that full blast, fully charged blast, goes through everybody. So the entire wave, and the entire wave, each of those hits have a chance for that 6.5% proc. And that's not even best in slot gear. I mean, that's not even that's RNG. That's not a good number. 6.5 is terrible. It should be closer to 8. Okay, 6.5 is a terrible, terrible number. So I need to farm more for that. But at least it's something. This is max. This is a max value, and this is max value, right? So the 5.46% attack damage secondary, that's a max value. The 9.1% attack damage, which also affects the legendary, that's max value. This is nowhere close. I think the max recoil is 17.5. I'll have to just check. You can check my other, yeah, 17.5. See the max value on this one. All the other ones is max value. This one's not. So 17.5. So that would probably put it closer to 7% attack damage, right? 7% chance to do bonus damage. Anyways, and if you really wanted to go sniping and you had fun with it, you could do a bunker buster, which gives you that little reload. But the shield pen, that's really nice too. There's a lot to do. But really, if you just want to go straight up damage, as we said before, straight up damage. What did we say? We wanted to do the sniper, fist, and then I believe it was the crit, health, not down health. It's really close. Well, stationary, or stolen edge of Arkvanor. Oh no, it was the Battle of Zealous Fury. That right there is a beautiful loadout. I like it. I like it. The attack speed. Anyways, a lot to throw around. I know that this broadened out to a lot bigger possibilities, but it's nice to know that if you go and play the story mode, there's more than just one piece of gear out there that'll fit your loadout. So if you're farming with somebody, a friend, or you're helping somebody out, yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of different places to go to be able to get gear that'll do a suitable job. Just knowing that you can swap one thing out, and it's really not that big of a difference until you get all the gear, and then you have to then it's a matter of play style. And even then, it's, I mean, I would take this one with a marquee, not necessarily a Toby, because of just landing those crits. Unless I take the big ball of fire, I'd rather just do the pen shot. And so you have to have trade-offs. Anyways, I will throw up, I don't know if I'll throw up all this gear in the description. I may just end up doing a Toby loadout and a marquee loadout, or a Toby loadout later. But anyways, thanks for joining me. We'll catch you guys later.